Are you trying to go pro in esports or even level up your esports career? Well, here are my 3 tips to make sure you can do that in the best and most efficient way possible. Now, you might be thinking, who are you to tell me how to do this? Well, my name is AJ and I'm the head of performance at Williams Resolve and performance advisor at British Esports. Now, I take a bunch of techniques from sports psychology, performance coaching, sports science, coaching sciences, and so much more to help esports athletes with their career on aspects outside of the game. So here's the first tip. Tip number 1, become self-critical and self-analytical. Now, the way that I do this is super simple with a notepad, and I write down my performance throughout different games. The most important questions: what can I do to improve, and what did I do well? Number 1 and number 2, if you answer those questions after every day, after every game, after every week, you're going to start to understand the trends on what you need to be doing better. Really importantly, this is going to ensure that you are not reliant on somebody else making you better. Now, if you can answer those questions regularly, you're going to see your trajectory and in-game improvement skyrocket. Okay, tip number 2. I'm going to take you onto the PC for this, but tip number 2 is to really structure your time and day.
Okay, so as you can see on screen here, I have got what an average day, or actually a very well put together day, might look like for an esports pro. Now, waking up, having breakfast between 9 and 10, into some exercise, a little bit of a walk, go to the gym potentially, to come back and segment in some replay analysis. Make sure that you've got your meal time for lunch around 12 till 1, which gives you plenty of time for solo queue. 2 hours of solo queue before your 3 o'clock warm up before scrims. Scrims for 2 to 3 hours. I've got 4 till 7 here, where we go for dinner when we finish scrims, and then back on for potentially some coaching, some one-on-one, some solo queue again. Make sure we're winding down from 11 till 12, ready to go to bed from 12 till 1ish.
Okay, tip number 3 is to look after your general well-being. For me, that is split into 3 sections: diet, sleep, and exercise. Now, as you can see, I'm outdoors at a local park here, and exercise is one of the things that you need to start thinking about. Keep it simple, just get your body moving to begin with. The other part's obviously diet, making sure that you're having balanced meals, preferably 3 times a day. On top of that, when we're looking at sleep, look for 7 to 9 hours. 8 hours is a really good middle ground for most people, but make sure that you have regularity and consistent sleep. There we have it, my 3 tips on how you can get your career upgraded in esports. Just to recap, tip number 1, making sure that you are self-analytical and self-critical. Tip number 2, structuring and segmenting your time and day. And finally, tip number 3, taking care of your well-being through diet, sleep, and exercise. Now, if you have found value in this video or you enjoyed any part of it, please let me know, give it a like, give it a comment, and wait for more fantastic content to come.